such a strong connectivity between tourism and the environment, and we've been toying around with the idea for probably 4 or 5 years about extending an environmental youth camp for young people to the Bahamas. Through our work with Bahamas Hotel Association support with the Coastal Awareness Month Committee, we've been sponsoring young people going to an environmental youth camp in the Caribbean in St. John in the U.S. Virgin Islands for a number of years. And we kept saying to ourselves, Earlston McPhee and I went down one year with the kids to the camp, the Bahamian students that we took down, and we were scratching our heads and saying, well, geez, we can do this in the Bahamas. Why don't we do this in the Bahamas? So we started discussions with Eric Carey and the National Trust, and just really, he got excited about it. He was able to pull in support from FORFAR and others, and the thing just mushroomed from there.
We were looking for an opportunity to reach teenagers, and in fact we're looking for broad-scale programs similar to what we do at the primary school level with Discovery Club to reach teenagers, high schoolers, etc. And this opportunity presented itself through an initiative led by the Coastal Awareness Committee to have an eco camp. We thought Andros was a wonderful area to have it because we have 5 national parks there. We have a partner on the ground, and there are so many things for people to go and experience. So we locked on to Andros to go and have this camp.
We felt it was really important to participate in this first ever eco camp. Actually, it came out of the National Coastal Awareness Competition, where we were looking for an opportunity locally to have students be engaged in some sort of outdoor environmental activity for an extended period of time. BRIEF coordinates the National Coastal Awareness Competition, and as a result of that, it was natural that we would participate in the camp. While the camp was spearheaded by the Bahamas National Trust, we provided facilitation for the camp. So I went down to Andros for the week, and along with Portia at the Bahamas National Trust, we run the camp together.
I think the eco camp is very important for the kids of the Bahamas, and who else can join this, but mainly the Bahamas and the Family Islands, so that they could be exposed to the beautiful natural environment that we have and how different and diverse the islands are, and to come together as one and share this incredible experience that we talk a lot about, but they don't have the opportunity to share, especially as one group. And it's so vitally important because the future of the environment is the children's. It's not ours. And we have to really get them turned on to this, otherwise all of our work is in vain. So we must turn the future generation on to what we have in the Bahamas as an ecosystem, a living entity, and its natural environment, how important it is for their future.
You know, we've been working closely with the Bahamas National Trust and the Ministry of Tourism to, promote environmentalism and just do what we can on Andros for people to understand the importance of conservation. So to have this organization here and for us to work closely with the Bahamas National Trust is good for everybody.
Well, there's a real connection between attitudes, appreciation, awareness, as one understands the delicate balance between our environment, how that actually interplays with our tourism economy as well. There's a real delicate balance in that, and the greatest extent we can broaden awareness, broaden appreciation, that translates into other kinds of values for us intrinsically as a society, and people come to the Bahamas. It's a very major part of our economy. People come to the Bahamas because they want to get away, they want to enjoy our natural beauty. And for us to understand it, to value it, to appreciate what we have, and to create ambassadors, particularly amongst our young people, it only bodes well for being able to sustain the industry from an economic perspective as well. So, I mean, those are some of the motivations that we have.
All of the students were great. They were well behaved. They had a good time, and I hope that they learned a lot in the future, that we can continue this relationship.
I was not able to go and experience the camp, but I was fortunate enough to be there when the kids returned on the Bahamas ferry, the Sea Wind, and they were all so excited, and they started talking about how much fun they had, how much they learned, etc. And I've talked to some of the kids since, and they keep talking about what an experience it was and what great value they placed on it. We believe then that the expressions of these kids easily justify doing it again, and we want to institutionalize this. We want this to be something that happens every year. We want it to last more than just 1 week, and we may look at different islands. The only way we can do that is if we have the support of the private sector. We need more sponsors, and so I appeal to each and every one of you to join the Bahamas Eco Camp. Next year is going to be bigger and better, but it can only be successful if we get the support of the Bahamian private sector.
One of the things that really pleased us this year was, despite the difficult economic times, we had people come out of the woodworks to support us financially on this at a level beyond what we were supported for the years that we did it in St. John. And you know, we had the Life for Key Club, the Kerzner International, Bahamar, Linroth and Schooner Bay Development Corporation all came in as, and Bahamas Ferries all came in as major supporters. And without their financial contribution, we wouldn't have been able to make it possible. And then there were a range of folks that came in, suppliers, companies with small contributions financially that were able to recognize the value of it, and despite their economic difficulties, were able to find ways to support it, either in kind or with some dolphin encounters, and others with supplies and materials that we needed to help reduce our costs. So we were very encouraged. We hope it allowed us to, I believe it was around 20 students participated in the program, and we're hoping we can double that next year and maybe even run a second camp. Who knows? But if the economy improves, and we're hopeful that it will, that more people will be able to come on board.
It speaks for itself. It's essential. It's got to continue. Hopefully, we have shown some of the youngsters a possible way forward. If we stop now, that'll just die, and all that effort's going to be wasted. So we've got to continue. We've got to continue. And hopefully then these kids, they'll continue. And it will go on ad infinitum. It just has to. The world needs youngsters to be eco-friendly, eco-knowledgeable. So it has to carry on. Not a question of why, it has to.
I think it'll be more like a seasonal event that wraps around the school calendar and the holiday calendar, and to see if you could get kids involved over here as much as possible. I think we need to also involve the Ministry of Education with teachers, and also involve some civic organization. I think local government should be involved in it as well. Get as much of the Family Island civic groups and local government groups involved to push the concept and to help donate towards it. I think Regatta should adopt, Long Island Regatta should adopt the program in Long Island, have money put aside during the regatta, have a fundraising one night or something for the summer camp, for Long Island kids to go to the summer camp. Should be everywhere we have Crab Fest, should do the same thing for Andros. And I think it should rotate around Family Islands that can entertain it as well. It could be a really incredible program. And if you just put the mechanisms in place, and I think the way we're working through BNT, TNC, and Kerzner Marine Foundation, trying to bring all of the NGOs that are in the Bahamas together, starting to think and move in this direction, I think conservation has a bright future.